Welcome back, coin collectors and history buffs. Today, we're diving into the world of coin collecting and looking at one coin that has stirred up a lot of interest, the 2010 United States 1-cent coin, also known as the penny. Could you imagine this little coin in your pocket being worth millions of dollars? In this video, we'll talk about its history, unique characteristics, and the conditions that can make a simple penny worth big bucks. The penny has a long history in the United States, dating back to 1793. Initially, 1-cent coins were much larger and made of pure copper. Over time, as the cost of materials changed, the U.S. Mint adapted the design and composition of the penny. Today's pennies are smaller and mostly made of zinc with a copper coating. By 2010, the penny had undergone several redesigns, and for over a century, it featured Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side. The 2010 penny design falls under the Shield Cent series, which was introduced in 2010 to replace the Lincoln Bicentennial reverse designs from 2009. The shield on the reverse symbolizes the preservation of the Union, a tribute to Lincoln's legacy. Here you can see the classic image of Lincoln on the obverse, which has been in use since 1909, making it the longest-running design on a U.S. coin. On the reverse, you'll notice the Union shield with 13 vertical stripes representing the original colonies. This particular design honors Lincoln's dedication to preserving the United States as one unified nation. So, what makes a penny valuable? Typically, coins can be worth more than their face value for a few reasons: rarity, historical significance, errors, or unusual minting conditions. The 2010 penny was minted in large numbers, so an average 2010 penny is usually only worth a cent. However, rare errors or unique conditions can make certain coins worth a lot more. Now, some coins, due to extremely rare mint errors or unique die varieties, can fetch thousands or even millions at auction. But for a 2010 penny to reach those values, it has to be something truly extraordinary. Let's talk about some of the conditions that can make a 2010 penny worth big money. Here are some key types of errors collectors look for. This is where the coin's design appears doubled. It's a rare error and highly sought after by collectors. If you have a 2010 penny with a noticeable doubling on Lincoln's face, date, or lettering, it might be valuable. Sometimes, coins are struck off-center, resulting in a misaligned design. Depending on how far off-center the strike is, these errors can be worth anywhere from a few dollars to hundreds of dollars. Occasionally, the dies used to strike coins crack, leaving raised lines or blobs on the coin's surface. If you have a 2010 penny with a noticeable die crack or cud, a raised area where part of the die broke off, it could be worth more than face value. This error happens when a coin is struck on a planchet meant for a different coin, like a dime. If you ever find a penny that looks a little thin or silver, you might have a penny struck on a dime planchet, which is extremely rare and valuable. There have been a few rare cases where error 2010 pennies have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. For example, some error coins have sold at auctions for $500 to $2,000, depending on the condition and rarity of the error. But remember, these are exceptions. The average 2010 penny you find in your pocket change is worth, well, 1 cent. You might have heard some online rumors about pennies from 2010 or other years being worth millions. While it's true that some pennies can fetch enormous sums, they are extremely rare, often unique in their minting error or provenance, and undergo verification from professional grading services before being sold at auction. The idea of a 2010 penny with a face value of $29.9 million would be unprecedented. The highest value for a U.S. penny ever sold at auction was the 1943 copper penny, which sold for $1.7 million because it was a one-of-a-kind error. So, while it's fun to imagine, finding a 2010 penny worth that much would be a once-in-a-lifetime miracle. If you want to check if your 2010 penny has any value beyond 1 cent, here are a few tips. Look closely for any signs of doubling, unusual marks, or oddities in the design. There are websites and forums where coin enthusiasts share their finds and get advice. You can check out places like the PCGS or NGC websites, which have helpful tools for identifying valuable coins. If you think you have a rare error penny, consider getting it graded by a professional service like the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. These services can certify the condition and authenticity of your coin, which is essential if you plan to sell it. So, while the 2010 penny in your pocket probably isn't worth millions, it's still an important part of American history, and who knows, you might just stumble across a rare error coin someday. Remember, the value of a coin is often in the eye of the collector, and certain rare finds can indeed be worth a pretty penny. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about rare coins and the hidden gems that might be lurking in your change jar, be sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more coin collecting tips and fascinating finds. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a valuable coin or if there's another coin you want us to explore. See you in the next video.